There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you found him.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
Good evening, and welcome back to Ghost
Frickin' Talking.
That's right, Ghost Frickin' Talking, your paranormal podcast, still rolling with the 31 days of Halloween. And I am your sexy host. My name is Nick.
And I'm your sexier host, Trent.
And I'm the sexiest host, Nessie.
Yeah, there we go. Just one up on everyone. But we do have Nessie over there in the newsroom.
Holding down the newsroom.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are cranking still on the 31 days of how. What is the look on your face?
I moved the candle. That was my bad.
Oh, you moved the candle?
I moved the candle.
So
I just can't be happy? I can't be happy?
No, it's not allowed here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Especially when we're trying to record a podcast.
But okay, anyways, what are we talking about today,
All
boys?
right. This is continuing our 31 days of Halloween. We are talking each day you're going to get an awesome podcast. And today's podcast, we're going to be talking about a guy that I just recently heard about. His name is Stingy Jack. All right. And I think you know a little bit more about this because I sent you the article, but you have no idea who the hell Stingy Jack is.
I mean, you told me one thing about it, and that's all I know.
All right. Stingy Jack, perhaps also known as Jack the Smith, Drunk Jack, Flacky Jack,
Slapjack,
and Jack
Blackjack,
and Jack of
Jack Black,
the Lantern.
Jack me off.
Thanks for listening to this episode, guys.
I actually went to school with a kid named Dustin McCracken. Like
really?
Like he's like you have dust in your Kraken. But
so
his
my piano teacher's name, well, her husband's name was Dick Long.
Yeah. Now that's a name to have. I would have to say my entire name when I met someone. They're like, "Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name?" My name is Jack. Jack Long.
It's not Jack Long.
Or Dick Long, right?
Dick Long. Yeah, Dick Long.
Oh, shit.
Jack Long.
Jack Long. Well, because I just read 100 names with Jack. My name is Dick. Dick Long.
There you go.
There we go.
People could be mean at sometimes.
Oh, what was that from?
That's from the Lego Batman movie.
He's like, yeah. Because he's like, yeah, my name.
My name's Richard, but my friends call me Dick. And then he's like, kids could be cruel sometimes.
Yeah, that wasn't a kids movie too. Yeah. That was a Lego movie. That's a very adult joke right there. But fucking Dick Long.
Well, I mean, the parents have to take the kids, right? So they have to throw them in a little bit for the parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. So the last name, since we got talked over, is Jack of the Lantern. He is a mystical character apparently associated with All Hallows Eve, and the jack-o'-lantern may have been derived from this character. So, as the story goes, several centuries ago amongst towns and villages in Ireland, there lived a drunkard known as Stingy Jack. When I hear drunkard, I think of my brother. He just, because on a side note, my brother gets drunk and rides his tractor around the neighborhood.
It's so funny to see.
And I'm not going to argue because he comes over and does my lawn for free. But it's funny to watch him right around my yard drinking beers, like one after another. And he does a beautiful job in the yard still. So like, man, maybe that gets him to focus. I don't know. But there lived a drunkard known as Stingy Jack. Jack was known throughout the land as a deceiver, a manipulator, and otherwise dreg of society. On a fateful night, Satan overheard the tale of Jack's evil deeds and his silver tongue. Unconvinced and envious of the rumors, the devil went to find out for himself whether or not Jack lived up to his vile reputation. I love how the people on Wikipedia love to use fucking big words to stumble me. I need a Wikipedia for dummies. Typical of Jack, he was drunk and wandering through the countryside at night when he came upon a body on his cobblestone path. The body, with an eerie grimace on its face, turned out to be Satan. How many people are just strolling along and just be like, yo,
it's Satan.
It's Satan. What's up, Satan?
I don't know.
What's poppin'?
Jack realized somberly that this was his end. So would you be like, oh, fuck?
Well, it's been a good run, boys.
I don't know. Just go willingly with them, or
Do you put up a fight? Do you just like, okay,
So-
run?
let's go, boys.
So Satan's like, yo, Jack, let's go to the local pub, and I'll supply you with alcoholic beverages, because that's what Satan does, right? Satan.
Well, apparently Jack asked. He tried to convince Satan to take him to have one more drink.
Oh, that's
so
what it
Satan
is.
agrees to go to the bar to let him have one more drink.
So Jack is the one that.
Jack was the manipulator. He's manipulating Satan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Jack was gonna go and roofie Satan. He's
Yes.
gonna roofie Satan. He's gonna slip one of those little roofies in Satan's drink and be like, "Fuck you, Satan! I'm out of here. You're not gonna get me because you're gonna be passed out with some dude diddling your butthole in the back."
Does like Satan go back to work, like back to his office? He's just like, I don't want to talk about it.
Satan, why are you walking so funny?
You can't do that when I'm taking a drink, kid.
Every time I hear roofied, I think of
The Hangover.
The Hangover movie.
Yeah, he's like, you roofied me.
So Jack convinced Satan to metamorphose into a silver coin to pay the bartender. Satan did so, and then impressed on Jack's unyielding, nefarious tactics. God damn fucking Wikipedia. Shrewdly, Jack stuck the now transmogrified Satan coin into his pocket. So Satan got turned into a coin.
Correct.
And
To pay the bartender. But then Jack took it and put it in his pocket.
Yeah, because Jack's like, fuck you, Satan. You're my coin now. Right?
Right. And then what else is in his pocket?
It was a crucifix.
Mm-hmm.
He had a crucifix in his pocket.
So that kept Satan
So
in
that
the
kept
silver
Satan
coin
into the silver coin.
form.
He basically was like, Pokemon time. Just like,
Right?
Get into my pocket.
So the crucifix kept Satan from escaping from the coin. This coerced Satan to agree to Jack's demand in exchange for Satan's freedom. He had to spare Jack's soul for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is where Jack fucked up to begin with.
why 10?
Yeah,
Why
it should've
only
been
10
forever.
years?
Yeah.
So I would have been like, how about you not fuck with me forever?
Just don't even look at.
Jack's
I'm
not too
even
smart.
here.
Or was it?
It must be the drinking.
Yeah, it must have been the alcohol that
Yeah.
was. Jack was like, no, okay, just
10 years.
fucking 10
I probably
years.
won't live
I
that
don't
long
know.
anyways.
Fucking
Yeah.
Satan, get the fuck out of here. But 10 years later, Satan's like, I'm gonna get this motherfucking Jack, right? He's like, Jack, I'm here because I'm gonna get your ass. He found himself once again in Satan's presence. Jack happened upon Satan in the same setting as before, because Jack doesn't fucking change, right?
It doesn't sound like it.
He's a creature of his own making. As Satan prepared to take him to hell, Jack asked if he could have one apple to feed his starving belly.
He's so hungry.
So I wonder if that's why they're like, when you go to get fried in jail, they're like, we'll give you
Your last meal.
your last meal. And Jack's like, my last meal wants to be a fucking apple.
Not like Oh, I want a fillet.
Keep going. It's not about the apple, though. It's not about the fruit.
So this is why. As Satan prepared to take him to hell, like I said, he gave him an apple. Foolishly, Satan once again agreed to this request.
Satan isn't that bad of a guy. He's reasonable.
Yeah, right. You know.
He's a very reasonable guy.
He's so nice.
Yes.
He's like the Wreck-It Ralph guy. He's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
He's like the Duplo guys in,
Oh yeah, he's like the Duplo guys.
in the Lego movie. They're so cute, but they're so mean.
As Satan climbed up the branches of a nearby apple tree, Jack surrounded its base with crucifixes. And Satan looked down and said, "Fuck!"
So,
okay.
where does he get all these crucifixes?
I don't know. Maybe he just had them like in a bucket or something right next to him. And he's like, bloop, 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 bloop,
Because
bloop.
he'd have to be really fast.
Hey, you know, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
That deserved a high five right there. Wow. That was like no hesitation. You must be thinking that for like a solid minute.
Dude, I just came up with it just came to me.
That's the thing, though, yeah.
As Jack did before, he made a demand, but this time that his soul never be taken by Satan down to hell.
Now he got smart.
Yeah, now Jack got smart.
Yeah.
Well, he had this whole fucking thing set up. He probably waited all 10 years, right? He
collected crucifixes for 10 years.
Right? He's beating up old ladies, you know. He's going into churches and just ripping them off the walls. Where you go, tick! and it'll be like really loud because you know how it echoes in churches. And people like turn around and you hear everyone scooting in their pews.
Right.
Oh, that's a fucking Jack again. Still another fucking crucifix, that drunk bastard. Eventually, the drinking took a toll on Jack, and he finally died. Imagine that. Flaky Jack's soul prepared to enter heaven through the gates of St. Peter. But he was stopped, and God said,
Denied.
Denied, motherfucker. If you're going to go down there and fuck with all my children and be a dick to everyone, your name is not on the list, motherfucker. You
Go
are
back.
Go
back.
So Jack was like, he was turned away at the gates, right? For all of his sinful lifestyle and deceitfulness.
And Satan's just waiting there, like,
yep. And
hi.
So
you think you could? I tried to take you many years before, but I'll welcome you with open arms.
Oh.
God just said no.
Yeah, whoa. You're jumping ahead of the story here. He got down to the gates of hell, and Satan's like, fuck you, dude.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so Satan's like, I'm a man of my word. You said never to let your soul into hell. So Satan was like, fuck you, Jack.
Made a deal.
Oh,
Yep.
snap, dude. That's...
So when Satan was like, fuck you, Jack, he's fulfilling his obligation to Jack, could not take his soul. To warn others, he gave Jack an ember, marking him a denizen of the netherworld. So he gave him an ember. And it says here, from that day on until eternity's end, Jack is doomed to roam the world between the planes of good and evil, with only an ember inside a hollowed turnip. And the turnips were the very first jack-o'-lanterns.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So that is basically the whole idea behind
The jack-o'-lantern.
a jack-o'-lantern, because of Jack.
The story, yep.
Yeah, because,
Stingy Jack.
Yeah, Stingy Jack.
Crazy.
So
Man, Satan's a good guy.
Yeah, right? Fuck, I'll party with Satan. What the fuck?
I know, right?
He's going to pay for my drinks. And not only is he going to pay for them, he's going to be like, boop, look at me, I'm transforming into a coin.
You can use me to pay for your drinks.
All right, what I don't get, okay, so Satan
Why would he do that? But like he can't do it for an apple. Like you gotta
Yeah.
climb up a tree.
There is a lot of flaws with this story.
So Satan gets turned into a coin. This is my thinking right here, right? Satan gets turned into a coin, and he gets put into the cash register, right? Cling, ching, right? Does he like turn back into the devil in the cash register? And he's like, oh, motherfucker, I can't wait.
I can't move.
and then you hear the devil. Excuse me, can you let me out? And then the bartender's like, not until there's a next sale. Could you ever go to a store and be like, can I get change for this dollar?
No, I can't open the cash register.
I can't open the cash register until I make another sale. So the devil's just fucked for forever. Hopefully it's not end of night.
Goodness.
It's not bar call time.
Stuck in the box forever.
Right, so that is the story of Stingy Jack, the history of the jack-o'-lantern. So
I did not know
the stuff is like so serious and like everything like that, and we just joke with it so much,
dude. And the thing is, this these stories were being told around fireplaces and stuff like that throughout the years for ages and eons. These kinds of stories.
Yeah, and it's so funny how we just
and
joke around with it.
then it gets to ghost freaking talking
in 2020.
And we ended up bending it over and taking it to making it our bitch.
Yeah,
right?
basically, it was basically
just like Satan did when he got roofied by Jack.
I can just see Satan. He's just like walking. He's just like he can't move correctly. he walks up. He's like, "You roofied me."
Oh, jeez. If you guys have not seen, there's a TV show called My Pretty Face is Going to Hell, and basically it's like Satan and all of his like little demon minions. In like an office setting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then isn't there like a meme for it too? He's like, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a big fan or something like that. It's
actually one of the hosts, because I listen to other podcasts, not just my own, but there's it's called the Last Podcast on the Left. And one of the guys that are on that, he actually plays one of the characters in the show. So that actually made me watch the show, and I'm like, oh, this fucking show is awesome. So if you guys can go and watch that,
cool.
Your pretty face is going to hell. But that makes me think of Satan coming in to work, with his coffee cup and being
exactly.
like, kind of scooting along because his ass got raped because he got roofied the night
His
before.
secretary's like, is there anything wrong? Don't want to talk about it.
Hold my calls today. All right, guys. So we actually forgot to plug our Etsy partner here today. Since we're talking roofing and doing things in a butt.
There's not a good time to do that. I guess at the end it's fine.
Yeah,
we do it.
What a great segue.
Yeah, right. And I bet you Kevin loves these segues too.
Oh, absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, go to our Etsy partner. His name is Mr. Hinkle Draws. Go to Etsy shop Mr. Hinkle Draws and order yourself some awesome Halloween stickers. He's got awesome Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein's Monster, Carrie,
Freddy, Jason,
Ghostface Killer. He's got an awesome 10 lineup of stickers out there, so you guys can go out and get a whole entire set out there.
Yep.
And tell them Ghost Freaking Talkin' sent you.
And Ghost Freaking Talkin' loves you.
That's right.
I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
I want to play a game. So you are afraid of something after all, huh?
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
What's the problem? Come on, I'll take you home.
Get your limited edition Halloween sticker series at Etsy.com. Shop Mr. Hinkle Draws. 10 designs to choose from Jason, Freddy, Ghostface, Carrie, Thriller Michael Jackson, Frankenstein's Monster and the Bride of Frankenstein, Billy the Puppet, Pennywise the Clown, and Reagan from The Exorcist. That's right. All right, guys, so that's our show for today. We're going to keep this train rolling for 31 days of Halloween. We are an entire week into these podcasts now.
Nice, boys.
Yes. So like I said on our last one, you guys got more just in this week than you have in probably the entire year.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much.
All right, guys. So make sure to like us wherever you get your podcasts. We are now on the iHeartRadio family, so that's awesome to be
Sweet.
part of that. And we are also on, Stitcher,
Podbean,
iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Not gonna lie, I listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah, same.
That's and we just sound so clear on
know,
Spotify.
right?
It's
It's
like
very, like-
it's like they put us through some kind of some system to make us sound sexier when we go through Spotify.
I mean, I already sound very sexy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I sound very
But
sexy.
if you want to see our sexy faces, where can they see our sexy faces at?
YouTube.
That is right. Go ahead and subscribe here on YouTube and hit that notification bell for whenever we drop new videos or anything like that. You'll be the first ones to know. But we want scary stories to read.
We
You
do.
can send those in at ghostft@yahoo.com.
Where is that?
GhostFT@yahoo.com.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. GhostFT@yahoo.com. You can write to us. Send us email. Even if it's not a scary story, tell us how we're doing. Do you like what we're doing here?
What do we need to change?
Do we need to get rid of this guy?
I bring the life of the party. Without me, this would be boring.
Should we move him to the newsroom?
I was here first. I started this, and I'm gonna finish it.
Oh, you're just crew though, man. You're just crew.
Nessie's newsroom.
This Nessie's newsroom, exactly. All right, guys. So until next time,
Everyone has a story to tell.
everyone does have a story to tell, and as always,
Stay spooky.
stay spooky. And good evening.